Take a deep breath. Close your eyes for just a moment. Breathe in and out. Have you ever noticed how the scent of garlic, sharp, earthy, almost alive, fills a room like a quiet alarm? Not loud, not frantic, but present, like it's reminding you, I'm here to protect you. For centuries, across continents and cultures, garlic hasn't just flavored food, it's fortified bodies. Long before germ theory, before labs and test tubes, people reached for this humble bulb when winter winds blew colder, when fevers rose, when the world felt fragile. And today, science is finally catching up to what grandmothers always knew. In the next 15 minutes, you'll discover how garlic Allicin sativum gently supports your immune resilience. Not through force, but through chemistry refined by millennia. You'll learn how one clove, crushed and steeped with intention, may help your body stand guard against seasonal threats, not as a cure, but as a companion. This isn't about miracle claims. It's about synergy between tradition and research, between kitchen and clinic, between your daily rhythm and nature's quiet intelligence. So let your shoulders soften. Let the lofi hum beneath you become your breath's rhythm. And as the rain taps softly outside, imagine holding a single clove in your palm-ridged, papery, potent. Because tonight, we're not just talking about garlic. We're listening to it. Long before refrigerators, before antibiotics, garlic traveled the ancient world like a whispered secret. In Egypt, laborers building the pyramids were given daily rations of garlic, not for flavor, but for strength. Hieroglyphs show it listed among sacred provisions. In Ayurveda, it was called rasona, the one who equalizes the body, warming the cold, clearing stagnation, igniting agni, the digestive fire that fuels immunity. In medieval Europe, during plague outbreaks, gravediggers rubbed garlic on their skin, believing it warded off bad air. And in indigenous Brazilian and North American traditions, wild alliums were used in poultices and tonics to support lung health and ward off infection. Always harvested with gratitude, never greed. Garlic was never just food. It was a guardian, a silent sentinel wrapped in white paper, sleeping underground until called upon. People didn't measure its power in milligrams. They felt it in clearer breaths, in fewer winter chills, in the way a simmering pot of broth with crushed cloves could make a sick room feel safer. Long before labs, they listened. And few plants spoke as boldly yet humbly as garlic. Imagine an old apothecary shelf, clay jars, dried roots, and a string of garlic bulbs hanging near the window, catching the last amber light of dusk. That's where science and soul meet. In ancient Greece, athletes chewed garlic before Olympic events to enhance endurance. Roman soldiers carried it into battle for stamina and wound care. Even in 18th century New England, families hung braided garlic above doorways not as decoration, but as a talisman against illness. This cross-cultural reverence wasn't superstition. It was observation, refined over generations. Garlic's story is stitched into the fabric of human survival, quiet, persistent, essential. So what does modern research say? When garlic is crushed or chopped, an enzyme called allinase converts allicin into allicin, a sulfur-rich compound responsible for both its pungent aroma and its biological activity. Allicin is unstable, fleeting, but potent, and it's here that science begins to echo ancestral wisdom. A 2021 meta-analysis published in the Journal of Nutrition reviewed 12 clinical trials and found that participants who took aged garlic extract daily for 90 days experienced significantly fewer cold and flu symptoms, and when they did get sick, symptoms lasted shorter. At the University of Florida, researchers observed that garlic supplementation enhanced natural killer cell activity. Those are your immune system's first responders, patrolling for invaders. And in a double-blind, placebo-controlled study from Clinical Nutrition, adults taking garlic extract showed lower levels of inflammatory markers like IL-6 and CRP, suggesting it may help modulate the body's immune response, not just stimulate it. Importantly, garlic doesn't boost immunity like a switch. It balances it. It supports your body's ability to respond wisely, not too little, not too much. Harvard's T.H. Chan School of Public Health notes, garlic's organosulfur compounds may play a role in supporting immune cell function and reducing oxidative stress. But remember, these studies used standardized extracts, often aged garlic, which is gentler on the stomach. Fresh garlic works differently. Its power is raw, immediate, and best honored with respect. Science doesn't replace tradition, it deepens it. Recent work at the University of California even suggests that regular garlic consumption may support a more diverse gut microbiome, a key factor in long-term immune resilience. Meanwhile, a 2023 pilot study in nutrients noted improved mucosal immunity in the upper respiratory tract among participants taking enteric-coated garlic tablets. These findings don't prove causation, but they illuminate pathways, molecular bridges between kitchen wisdom and cellular response. Garlic, it seems, speaks the language of both soil and science. To unlock garlic's gifts, you must activate it. Here's how. Peel one fresh clove. Place it on a wooden board. With the flat side of a knife, press down firmly just enough to crack it open. Hear that soft pop? That's the sound of Allicin being born. Now, wait. Let it sit for 10 minutes before using. This pause isn't optional, it's essential. It gives the enzymes time to fully convert Allicin into active compounds. Skip this, and you lose much of its potential. For immune support, many traditions favor a simple garlic-infused honey or a warm garlic lemon tonic. Try this. Crush 1 to 2 cloves, let them rest 10 minutes. Add to a mug with hot, not boiling water around 160 F. 7-OC to preserve delicate compounds. In half a lemon, vitamin C enhances absorption. Stir in a teaspoon of raw organic honey, antibacterial plus soothing. Let steep 5 to 7 minutes. Drink it slowly, not gulp. Savor. Light a candle. Sit by the window. Feel the warmth travel down your throat like a quiet promise. This isn't just a remedy, it's a ritual of care. In Eastern European folk medicine, this drink was taken at the first sign of a scratchy throat. In Appalachian kitchens, it was a winter staple. The act itself, chopping, waiting, steeping, becomes meditation. 10 minutes of stillness. 10 minutes where you're not scrolling, not rushing, just tending. Because healing begins not in the body, but in the pause before the sip. Some elders in the Ozarks would whisper a short blessing over the crushed clove. May your strength become mine, before adding it to broth. In Sicilian households, garlic was always peeled by hand, never with tools, to keep its spirit intact. These gestures aren't magical thinking. They're acts of presence. and presence, science now tells us, shifts physiology, lowering cortisol, calming the nervous system, creating the inner quiet where healing thrives. Your ritual doesn't need words, just attention. Garlic is powerful, but not for everyone. If you're pregnant or nursing, consult your provider before using therapeutic doses. While culinary amounts are generally safe, concentrated forms may affect hormone balance. If you take blood thinners like warfarin or antiplatelet drugs, garlic may increase bleeding risk, especially in supplement form. Same goes for those with upcoming surgery. Pause high-dose garlic 1 to 2 weeks prior. Those with GERD or sensitive stomachs may find raw garlic irritating. In that case, try aged garlic extract. It's odor-controlled and gentler, with robust research behind it. Now, for synergy, garlic plus ginger, a classic duo. Ginger's gingerols reduce inflammation, while garlic supports immune vigilance. Studied together at UCLA for upper respiratory support. Garlic plus turmeric. Add a pinch of black pepper. The curcumin in turmeric and allicin in garlic both modulate NF-κB, a key inflammation pathway. Garlic plus lemon. Vitamin C stabilizes allicin and boosts white blood cell function. A simple, kitchen-born alliance. Remember, natural doesn't mean risk-free. Nature is powerful. Honor her strength with respect. And never replace prescribed treatment with garlic, especially for serious infections. Think of it as a supportive ally, not a replacement for medical care. It's also worth noting that garlic may interact with certain HIV medications like saquinavir and some antihypertensives, potentially altering their effectiveness. Always disclose herbal use to your healthcare team. On the flip side, pairing garlic with selenium-rich foods like Brazil nuts or sunflower seeds may enhance its antioxidant effects, as selenium supports glutathione production, which works alongside garlic's sulfur compounds. The key is balance, timing, and transparency. Even the most benevolent plant asks for mindful partnership. Now, let your voice soften. Let the music fade to a whisper. Close your eyes. Feel the weight of your body in the chair. The rise and fall of your chest. Imagine holding a single garlic clove in your hands. Cool, slightly rough. Smell its sharp, clean scent like earth after rain, like forest floor in autumn. Now, picture crushing it gently. Watch as the white flesh releases a golden oil. That's Allicin, nature's quiet defender. Bring the cup to your lips. Feel its warmth. Take a slow sip. As it flows down. Imagine it moving through your body like a soft current, reaching your throat, your chest, your core. With every breath, feel your immune cells stirring, not in alarm, but in readiness. Calm, alert, balanced. You are not fighting. You are fortifying. Outside, rain falls on dry soil. A fire crackles low in the hearth. Crickets hum their evening song. And inside you, stillness. Strength. Let each exhale release tension. Let each inhale draw in resilience. You are supported. You are protected. Not by force, but by harmony. Stay here as long as you need. Breathe. Be. Feel the subtle heat of the garlic spreading through your limbs, not burning, but warming, like sunlight through winter glass. Notice how your breath deepens on its own, as if your body recognizes an old friend. In this space, there is no urgency, no need to fix anything. You are simply allowing the ancient intelligence of this plant to meet your own. Let your thoughts drift like leaves on a slow river. If a worry rises, imagine placing it on a garlic-scented breeze and watching it float away. Your body knows how to heal. It always has. You are just giving it the quiet it needs to remember. Garlic doesn't shout. It doesn't promise miracles. It simply stands by pungent, patient, potent, ready to support your body's quiet wisdom when you call. From Egyptian tombs to modern labs, from Appalachian kitchens to Tokyo clinics, this humble bulb has remained a steadfast ally in times of vulnerability. And now, you carry that knowledge to if garlic's steady strength resonated with you tonight. You might also appreciate a different kind of plant wisdom, one that doesn't warm, but softens, that doesn't activate, but stills. In our next video, the lofi way to drink chamomile for deep relaxation, you'll discover how a single cup, prepared with intention and paired with 60 BPM rain sounds, can become a doorway to nervous system reset. If this moment served you, if it brought you stillness, clarity, or even just a deeper breath, share it with someone who needs gentle strength right now. Leave a comment below. What did you feel as you listened? And don't forget to subscribe, because at Som das Herbis, we believe healing begins not in noise, but in the space between breaths. May the spirit of this ancient bulb wrap around you like a blanket woven from earth, fire, and resilience. Rest well. Stay rooted.